dedicated to Eastern and Southern Kentucky. This is WYNT Mountain News at 11.
Officials are not yet releasing the name of the man killed this afternoon in Prestonsburg during severe weather. They are telling us it was a Pike County man who was driving with his fiancee when the roof of a business was blown off. The roof fell directly onto his car, killing him. Officials say his fiancee was able to escape uninjured. We talked with first responders and people in the community about how all this happened. Severe thunderstorm warnings were in effect Wednesday, but officials say they did not expect something like this.
The best way to describe it would be a whiteout, and the rain was horizontal.
People on this street say the storm's winds were so strong their business doors were opening and slamming shut.
The power was flickering on and off. I come to the front door. Our door was opening and closing, so I locked it because the trees, this flagpole over here was like about to fall over.
The roof blew off this building and then slammed onto the ground below, crashing into 3 parked cars and one that was being driven by a Pike County man.
The roof was laying over the vehicle. We were able to get underneath the roof, stabilize that a little bit, break the windows to get in. We assessed the patient, and he was obviously deceased.
Officials say his fiancee was also in the car when the roof came crashing down, but made it out safely. Now it is a matter of clearing the debris left by the storm, something the community has been volunteering to do.
I've had calls from private individuals with equipment. I've had calls from businesses that rents equipment, all trying to make it available to us so that we can expedite clearing the town up as quick as possible.
People in the community are left in both fear and shock that something like this happened so close to home.
It's an act of God. That's what happened. And we're all freaked out, but we're praying for the people that, got hurt during this.
No other injuries have been reported as a result of the storm. Officials say the building that had its roof blown off was being renovated when the storm blew through. We do know the name of the man killed. However, we are not releasing it just yet because officials are not certain. All family members have been notified. We will release that name as soon as we are able to. Now, we did talk with many people who live and work in downtown Prestonsburg. Just about everyone we talked with told us they have never seen this kind of storm damage in their lives, let alone inside of downtown Prestonsburg. One woman we talked with says she was completely caught off guard.
I was worried about my babies because they're at daycare. That's my only thought. And where my husband and my father were because they work around here, and that was my only thought, where were they?
Scary moments indeed, and as we mentioned, not only West Court Street, but several of the nearby businesses will remain closed until the street is cleared until an engineer can make sure that the building is not in danger of collapsing. Drivers in the area should know that Front Street is going to be reversed from West Graham Street to Court Street. To access Front Street, turn down West Graham Street to the end of the Town Branch Bridge, then turn right onto Front Street and go north toward Court Street. We will update you with the latest both on air and online on WYMT.com.
And the National Weather Service in Jackson actually got a chance to go out and survey the storm. So it has been officially confirmed as a downburst. We'll go ahead and show you what that is. I have a little graphic to kind of explain what exactly is a downburst. So what happens is when we have dry air aloft and then we have cool air evaporating as well. That cool air has nowhere to go. So all it does is it falls and then it accelerates once it falls as well. So it just hits the ground and forces everything outward once it's winds and it's rain as well. So these winds can be up to 150 miles per hour in a smaller area, just up to 2 miles. The National Weather Service recorded a gust of 70 miles per hour in downtown Prestonsburg, and that was just a mile in diameter. Very, very, very small thunderstorm. So that is what this was in downtown Prestonsburg. So as we take a look at satellite and radar, really over the past 12 hours, you can see that line of showers and storms that moved through, and those cleared out relatively quickly. We had them here for a couple of hours, but they moved out of our area, and now we are looking at a clean sweep. Some more showers showers and storms are out to the west, but that's kind of where they'll stay. We could see a few scattered chances tonight, but overall we're looking pretty good. Those temperatures though into those mid to upper 60s. So feeling a little bit muggy out there with those dew points almost in the same temperature range. So as we head throughout the rest of the overnight hours into tomorrow, cold front moves in, brings some more showers and storms, mild temperatures, and a nice weekend are ahead. I'll have a look at that full forecast coming up in just a few short minutes.
Okay, Paige, thank you. An Eastern Kentucky man is in the hospital following a coal mining accident. Officials tell us a wall collapse injured 49-year-old Matt North last week at the Rex Coal Company. Now that's near Cumberland. North was rushed to the Johnson City Medical Center. State officials are trying to determine what exactly happened. Family members tell us North is still in ICU on life support. It has been 1 week since a Whitley County woman was found shot to death in her boyfriend's home. Now the search for that man, her accused killer, continues. This man you see here, Nicholas Rucker, has been spotted twice since running from his home in the Woodbine community. He was last spotted yesterday night near exit 25 in Corbin. Police say he is considered dangerous. If you spot him, keep your distance and call 911. Today has been an hour-by-hour day for the fate of the Southeastern Kentucky Medical Center. Patients at the hospital say signs around the hospital during their visit worried them on Wednesday. One that we talked with says nurses drawing their blood were saying that not being paid is a constant issue for workers. Patients added that doctors' offices on the second floor even have signs that say if the hospital closes, they will stay open for patients to continue being treated.
I've come here. That's where I'm coming back in a week if it's still open. I hope it is.
Officials with the city of Pineville and the hospital say talks are leading them in positive directions. However, we were informed that the number of active staff was reduced to help with the multiplying debts and payroll and the hospital. The Hindman Volunteer Fire Department asks for the community's help in replacing a 1,250-gallon tanker that crashed back in early April. Fire Chief Preston Hayes says April 10th was a bad day for the books, but certainly not the worst day ever. Thankfully, no one was hurt in the crash that resulted from what firefighters believe was a brake failure, rolling over the wheel chock, hitting a tree and landing on its top. Hindman Volunteer Fire Department's Tanker 104 was left totaled.
Kind of looked like the Titanic, if you will, with the rear of the truck kind of went out of view with the nose pointed up.
Chief Hayes went on to say replacing the new tanker comes with a hefty price tag. Estimates show it could cost anywhere from $220,000 to $240,000. If anyone is interested in making a donation, we will have more information on WYMT.com. The family of Andy Smith, a kayaker who died last week in Pike County, said their final goodbyes today. Smith's family and friends joined together at Community Funeral Home in Zebulon to give him a military rights funeral. Members of the family say there was an outpouring of support over the last week. They say it is almost like Andy had a hand in bringing everyone together.
I think it's a true compliment to Andy and the person that he was, that it showed how people can come together and work together.
The family says they are grateful for the support from the community. This week marks the beginning of the end for the chemical weapons stockpile in central Kentucky. State and national leaders commemorated the start of the process to destroy more than 500 tons of chemical weapons stored at the Bluegrass Army Depot in Richmond. During the next few years, workers will load mustard gas, sarin, and VX into specially sealed trucks before taking them to a new facility to be destroyed. The process is scheduled to be finished by 2023. A fiery crash shut down a portion of I-75 in Rockcastle County earlier today. It happened just north of the Mount Vernon exit. At one point, traffic was backed up all the way into Madison County. The semi that crashed was carrying pigs. Some of them died. Others survived and were taken to veterinarians in the area. Officials say the driver of the semi-truck said a tire blew out, causing him to lose control, hit a guardrail, and crash into a ditch. He is expected to be okay. It wasn't all bad for drivers stuck in that traffic. They were able to cool off while stuck on the interstate. A viewer sent us these pictures of a Kona ice truck serving snow cones to drivers. Union College has taken over the Indian Springs Country Club and Golf Course in Knox County. On Monday, at its grand opening, 64 golfers came to play on the 9-hole course for a golf scramble. In addition to students who golf being able to use the course, the public can as well. People in the community can rent the golf course and the clubhouse, but the course will also help students with their degrees.
We have some academic programs that will operate out here, so we're going to give our students some resume quality internship experience in business management, recreation management, and hopefully one day in turf management.
For more information on the golf course or renting it, you can visit their website at indianspringsky.com. Today at the Jenny Wiley State Park, senior citizens from across the Big Sandy were honored for their participation in the Senior Games. Nearly 300 seniors came out for the events, from bowling to a football toss to a 1-mile walk. Winners went home with medals. They say this is all about having fun and getting to talk to their friends from around the region.
Competition, and hope you do good and beat out your friends and your buddies or whatever, you know.
The oldest participant was 99 years old. Coming up at 11, another state takes up a new bill to restrict abortion. We'll have more on the nationwide debate, plus the fight over Missouri's last remaining abortion clinic. But first, Eastern Kentucky was only part of the large part of the U.S. struck by severe storms.
And a cold front moves in tomorrow and brings more scattered showers and storms into the area. I'll have a look at that full forecast in just a few short minutes.